Welcome back to another episode of the Burning Issues podcast. Today, we felt that be it as this all the rave in the news besides World War III, Trump's cabinet. So,
of course, every day I'm getting a news notification. Oh, Trump appointed blah 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 to blah blah blah. So we going to break it down real short and sweet. Yeah. We're not going to go through every single one of them, but the most important positions. They're all important, but the most important ones. We're going to go over them today. So, who do we want to start with, James?
Well, I think we should start with the statement that everybody's saying Trump's a misogynist, Trump's this, Trump's that. But from what I see, I've seen multiple women on his in his cabinet. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at 1, 2, Kristi Noem, Elise Stefanik, Tulsi Gabbard, Susie Wiles, all women. So the whole misogyny stuff gotta go out the window. Mm-hmm. Gotta go out the window.
Yep.
And I think with that note, I think we should start with the women. See what they want to propose. Mm-hmm. So where you want to start at?
Don't matter to me.
Well, I want to talk about Tulsi Gabbard because she got, I think it's a head of national security, national intelligence. So she used to be a Democrat this whole time, but then she's seen everything going on with the Democratic Party, what they've been doing for the past 4 years, and she's seen both sides of it out, and she decided to not only side with Trump because she's kind of been like shifting more conservative, but not only did she side with Trump, but accepted the position. Mm-hmm. So I think that speaks volumes to what's going on in the political atmosphere as far as whose policies is doing what and where not only her heart but the American people's heart lie. So Gabbard, just some more background information, she thinks she I don't know too much about her background. So let me not say that. So but anyway, what she's proposing is, number one, she said she wanted to stop politicizing intelligence. I mean, to stop making it so like, oh, well, the right said this and the left said this. No, it should be free of partisan interest, and it should be, at its heart, it should be to protect the interests of the American people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She said she's going to focus on transparency, meaning like the idea of like, the CIA and the FBI got a bad rap of doing stuff. So if they're if she promotes transparency, then they're more accountable to the public, more accountable to the people, meaning we'll be in less entanglements and stuff that we don't need to be in because we'll have somebody looking over you, somebody watching over your shoulder. Yep. So that, and then she'll be working on cybersecurity, as as times and things get more and more advanced, there's more of a need for cybersecurity, more of a need for understanding the cyber warfare that could take place. And then she's talking about rethinking foreign policy, which definitely need to do, be it that we're almost in World War III. Russia. I was just telling you, Russia lost to ICBM today. So, I mean, that's never good that the missiles are being shot. Because if ICBMs can hit any city in the world, all you got to do is take the warhead out or whatever it is that's not a nuclear bomb, put a nuclear bomb in there, boom.
Yep.
Game over.
Yep. Intercontinental ballistic missile.
Yep.
Scary stuff. But no, we should keep sending money to Ukraine and, all this stuff. Why not?
The Ukraine war, the U.S. should have no involvement, should have never had involvement in the first place. That is on the other side of the globe.
Yep.
Where's the United States? That's my question. But, like I said, I think one of the founding fathers said, do not become entangled in foreign entanglements. Mm-hmm. I might be butchering the quote, but that's paraphrase.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
But I guess we don't listen to that.
Man. Another important woman. Again, he's a misogynist, but, Joe Biden didn't pick the first, was Susie Wiles, Secretary of, no, she's the White House Chief of Staff.
Yeah.
Joe Biden didn't pick her. Joe Biden didn't pick a woman. Mm-hmm. She's the first woman. So, a little bit about Susie Wiles. She's known for she was an important role in Trump's campaign in 2016, 2020. She helped out in Florida, which was a battleground state at the time. So her and Trump go way back. She's a Trump ally.
Yeah.
Very good. She's known for her compassionate demeanor, and she You know what her nickname is?
What?
Ice Maiden.
Why is that?
For her strategic acumen and ability to manage complex political operations.
I like that.
Ice Maiden. That's cool. That's cool.
I think Trump, this time around, he knows that he needs loyal people, and we're starting to see that he's starting to pick these people. As he said, first time around, he didn't know what he was doing, but now he in there to take heads off, which is what we need.
He's here to drain the swamp.
Indeed.
He's here to drain the swamp.
Yeah. So,
Trump is making an Avengers team right now.
Everybody's saying Trump
Elite
racist.
of the elite.
Everybody's saying Trump racist, but I see Vivek on there.
Oh,
so if he was really
that's
racist,
my boy right there.
Yeah, if he's really racist, then why is Vivek on
there? Because so he can look like he's not racist. Yeah.
Look, if Trump was really racist, somebody of his close like compadre or friend would have said something by now. Because you can hide the racism like if I'm with you, but you can't hide racism over time if people are always around you.
Yeah, that's a very good point. If he's so racist and he's so misogynist, these are the people he's going to spend the most time with.
Right.
So if you really hate women and you hate other races, well, wouldn't you want to, not spend time around them?
It's just another thing to smear them, and that's what they do, bro. The Democrats, the deep state, they just name call and say this, and that, just to take your eyes off actual actions, actual policies, and to put you in the idea of feelings and thoughts and my personal quorums with this person, bro. It ain't about that. You can hate somebody all they want, but if they producing results, then that's the whole point of the position, to produce results. But another woman on his cabinet is Kristi Noem. So I didn't really know too much about her, but what I see, she handled business. So she's a Republican politician who served as the governor of Georgia, right? Before she served as the governor of Georgia, she was in Congress. Yeah, she represented the South Dakota's largest congressional district, which is important. Also, she served in the South Dakota National Guard and was deployed to help with the border, which is super important because that's one of her roles. That's one of the things she said she wanted to focus on, border security, which we all know we need. And once again, it just, not only is he not a racist, but the diversity and the depth of his cabinet. These people, not only did you got Tulsi Gabbard, who switched teams, essentially, but she got people like this and everything else. I just think it's good. Like, I think it's good to see that he's getting a diverse cabinet because diversity is good. Not the DEI stuff, but true diversity, like different people, different backgrounds, different skill sets. That's how you make a winning team. That's what a team is. If everybody could, if you got a team of all, say basketball, because I like basketball. If you got a team of all shooters, you need somebody to rebound. You need somebody to pass. You need somebody to run the offense. So I just think he's doing a great job with that. And hopefully we see good things from these people. But they got track records.
I don't know how we won't see good things.
Yeah.
Unless the deep state wants to chime in.
I mean,
I'm excited for it. Linda McComb. She's the Secretary of Education, right? And we heard Trump talk about homeschooling education.
Yeah.
And education, but she wants to focus on. She wants to focus on the entrepreneur side. She's the most stockholder of the WWE.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
So, but she knows how to run a franchise. She knows how to run a business, and she said she wants to focus on students learning entrepreneurship and going not straight into the workforce, but like knowing more about your profession. We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, you're a marketing major. What am I doing all this math class for? Blah blah blah. It's like,
I think it's foolish, bro.
So, her goal is to
streamline.
You're interested in this? Okay, let's focus on this.
Right.
You still need your history and your civics and all this, but let's focus on this.
Yeah, that's the problem with the American education system. As Rockefeller said, the dude who created it, we want a country of workers, not thinkers. So, I think that's fantastic. So, yeah, we still need basic skills like math and fractions and everything. I don't have a problem with that. But once you have an interest, or once you graduate high school and have an interest, you should pursue that interest because you don't get paid for things you do good. You get paid for things you do the best at.
And that seems like she's really trying to hone in on that. She's really trying to hone in on specialized skill sets.
That's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the workplace is.
Yep. So she wants to work on entrepreneurship, and if you're not into entrepreneurship, then let's work on what you are interested in.
Right, you might like biology
Yep.
or nursing or something, but you shouldn't be forced and held to do stuff you don't want to do, especially when you're paying for your education.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to steer the boat.
Yep.
But
Yep.
That's good. I thought he was she's not I thought he was getting rid of the Department of Education, but she's a different title. What is that?
Her title is Secretary of Education.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he is getting rid of it. Either way.
Maybe he's like reforming it. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd probably be a better idea. But anyway, either way, I think that's cool. We need massive change right now. You see that the world is on the brink. You see that the United States is on the brink, and the only way to come back from like something like this is a massive change. Massive. It has to be an age of innovation.
Yeah.
Which hopefully we shall see.
See, what the issue is, though, I don't think you can accomplish much in 4 years. And you definitely won't see results if she does a good job for the next 10 years.
Well, you can accomplish much in 4 years. When are you going to see those results?
Yeah,
like you said?
especially with education, the kids have to grow up and then enter the workforce and do it.
Right.
I think it's going to be a good 15 to 20 years.
But it's good we know the starting point, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We know the starting point. But to shift away from the women, I think we should talk about, in fact, we should talk about Elon and RFK. Oh, yeah. I want to hit on RFK because he's getting a lot of hate for wanting to take fluoride out the water. But it's well known that fluoride lowers IQ. Why? It's just not good for you, number one. Number two, the way to beat fluoride is through iodine. Like, I think 70% of the world's population has an iodine deficiency. And look.
You mean deficiency?
Yeah, deficiency. That's what I meant. Deficiency. And these people who put the fluoride in the water know it's bad for us. Because they did studies on, different animals and everything else. And they continue to do it. Now, the dentists are going to come out and say, oh, fluoride's good for, fluoride's good for your teeth.
Good for your teeth. Yeah, I'm sure, but not all of the, not denying it's good for your teeth, but like.
Exactly.
Like that amount.
Why is it in the water supply? If it's good for my teeth, put it in my toothpaste. But, look, now you see people coming out with fluoride-free toothpaste. Why?
That's what I got.
I got fluoride-free toothpaste. I like my brain to work in this original state. So you altering that is just insane. And then especially with the COVID-19 vaccine, he's not playing.
Oh, he has a history of not liking vaccines, man.
Yeah, so he's not playing with none of that.
Hold on, let me clarify that. He has a history of not liking phony vaccines.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just found out the other day. Did you know that? Kind of off topic. Did you know the active ingredient Sudafed?
Okay.
They did a test, and the placebo group and the Sudafed group had the same reaction to it.
What was the reaction?
Like their sinuses are cleaned up.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean.
So the FDA is they're talking about getting rid of Sudafed, or talking about its effectiveness.
I mean, we know the FDA has done some shady stuff, so I can believe that, definitely. And another thing he's talking about is 5G, which I think is super important because we know. So our body is electrochemical in some sense, right? Yeah. So when these different frequencies and waves pass through our body, they affect our cells to the molecular level. And it's not an if 5G is bad for you. We know it's bad for you. And they throwing these up in neighborhoods, by schools, and everything. And he's saying that he wants to oppose that, which is great. I don't think nobody else said that so far.
Look, I think, you know what? I think we're going to do it next, full podcast episode. We got to do a health episode.
Yeah.
Because now that we're diving in, we were going to combine the two subjects, kind of cabinet and health, but now that we're diving into it, I think a full episode is necessary.
They should have its own space, yeah. Yeah.
Because there's a lot to 5G, fluoride. And you're talking about food.
GMOs.
Yeah. I think next full episode is going to be about health. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, man. Then, of course, we got Musk. I'm still iffy about Musk.
I mean, he done showed his colors to me.
Oh, well. I think a point for efficiency.
Yeah.
I think I'm not saying he's a bad businessman. I'm not saying he's bad for efficiency. I think that's the perfect title for him. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I think he's an alien.
Might be. But I mean,
oh, he's a little weird.
I mean,
people like that. That's not a problem.
Yeah, people like that are usually weird.
True. Yeah.
People like super smart. Yeah. Usually kind of weird.
But in efficiency, I mean, we saw what he did with Twitter. Mm-hmm. He went in there. What? How much did he cut back?
It was something crazy.
It was some crazy.
Like 70% or something.
Something
like that. That's usually, the 80-20 rule. Like, 20% of whatever accounts for 80% of the results. Mm-hmm. So it's probably 20% of the people doing all the work. Everybody else is twiddling their thumbs all day.
Man, he walked in there. What do you do? Fired.
Yeah.
What do you do?
You should be able to tell him stat.
Yep. So efficiency, yeah. Mm-hmm. We know enough about Elon.
Right. Vivek, I don't know too much about Vivek, but before we get into Vivek, like I said last episode, I don't know if that was last episode, but I would like to restate that they need to put Robert Malone in the cabinet. They need to put Robert Malone in the cabinet, especially on the vaccine thing. The dude who created mRNA when the COVID-19 shot first came out, he said, and quote, "I've never seen this technology used like this before. I think it is wise, and not only am I not taking it, but my children are not taking it."
Wow. The creator of mRNA.
But you say that back then, you're an anti-vaxxer. You're a fearmonger.
Might be an interesting episode, James.
What?
If we dive back into COVID-18, we gotta check to see where the YouTube limit gate. I don't, because on Suppressor Rally they put back a couple episodes, that taken down.
Yeah.
So we might be able to do it. I don't know. I think that would be an interesting episode.
Yeah, they got all tie into help. Mm-hmm. Robert Malone definitely should be in the cabinet. If not, I think not JFK. I keep thinking of JFK. RFK should have him advise him or something.
Yeah.
Speaking of JFK, there's nobody. Look, if anybody's gonna know how to come out of the deep state, it's gonna be RFK, considering that they killed his uncle. So, yeah.
Look, I believe Trump's going to let all that information go.
Hope so.
About JFK, I think they're going to let them all go.
Hope so. They open a can of worms then. They ran out their dirty laundry. They're going to try and do something to them. Got to. Mm-hmm. Got to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Kennedy, solid pick. Musk, Elon.
Then we got, I want to talk about Secretary of Energy, Chris Wright. He's the CEO of Liberty Energy. And he says he wants to focus on traditional energy sectors. Oil, natural gas, coal.
That's what we need.
Drill, baby, drill. The man, Trump's not even in office. And all around the country, gas prices are going down.
I seen that.
Bro. It took me $20 from empty to half. $20 of diesel. Empty to half. Come on now.
Oh.
That's easy. I'm seeing. What's gas here? Like 220, 210.
I don't know. I ain't put gas in my car in a minute. It's very fuel efficient.
I know. Diesel's around 316.
Yeah, I mean that's coming down. Trump get in, and I think it's good that he said traditional energy sectors because everybody's talking about renewable energy and this and that, and I'm fine with that. Look, y'all go and develop that in the lab somewhere. Or we still get energy from the source we've been using for this whole while that we've been here and that are efficient and effective at what we needed to do. So I don't know why it's just all of a sudden push like, oh, we need renewable energy. Bro, that stuff is not as efficient.
No, it's not as efficient. You have to... Plenty of space you have to take up. Solar, wind, space you have to take up. Solar, you have to have a complex battery system.
Right.
Stuff don't work during the day.
You gotta get lithium, so now you're slaving out African children.
Yeah, well, all that stuff. Then you got, what were other renewable resources? Hydro, you can't do that everywhere.
Nuclear.
Dude, I'm all aboard for nuclear. I would do not mind nuclear one bit. Everyone's scared of nuclear. Oh, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be another Chernobyl. No, it's not, dog.
Wind power.
That's useless.
I've seen it.
I heard that stuff's like impossible to recycle. And they only have a lifespan of like 10 years. Come on now.
I mean, I never got it in the first place. You're killing boo-hoo birds, I'm sure. and fly over there and get hit. So if y'all all about the environment, then what about all the dead birds? And I mean, the only reason they could push that is because they fearmonger saying, "Oh, we're destroying the planet, and you're a carbon something. You know, you're like producing carbon emissions. Last time I checked, I'm a carbon-based life form, so I have to produce carbon."
Oh, bro, look. I help plants out the most. I produce CO2 with all my emissions. Feeding plants, dog.
So I really don't understand why they continue to push this climate change garbage. But I mean, it's starting to not, have any root in anybody anymore at this point. Because people are starting to see, I can't afford groceries. They talking about, I need to get an electric car. Bro, I need to get an electric car. All right.
Now, you know what is scary? Microplastics.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've done much research on that. Dude.
I ain't done enough, but I know it's bad.
Dude, they did a recent study, a small study. 23 out, or it was like 25 or 23, 100% of the small study in men found microplastics in their semen.
Yeah.
And they don't know how that'll affect, fertility and all that stuff, but that's not good. That is not good. Mm-hmm. But another interesting fact, though, we're killing the planet, blah, blah, blah. This is bacteria that evolved to eat microplastics. That's cool or what?
Nah,
that's cool or what?
That is cool. That is cool. I mean, that goes to show. Well, the first thing that you found microplastics in, the sample to do semen. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it makes sense. You got microplastics like in water bottles and everything else.
Everything.
Yeah, and then, the new rave is what I've been seeing is people talking about, like receipts have like forever chemicals in them. Yeah. So people don't want to pick up receipts, which is cool. And I mean, if that's another thing RFK could probably take on. He need to be looking at that too. Mm-hmm. Starting to regulate the FDA, because I don't know if they're doing that on purpose or if they're just trying to cut a corner to make profit. But either way, it's detrimental to all parties involved. All parties involved, because health is wealth, as people say.
Who else is on this cabinet? Look, he has a stacked cabinet.
I mean, look, everybody can say this and that about RFK, but you can't say the dude not in shape. But I seen a picture of him. It's like he's like 70, bro, it's Jack. At 70. So people can't say you don't know what he's talking about health. And they had a picture of him on Trump Force One, and he was eating the McDonald's hamburger, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's eating the chemical burger, bro." All right, if he took one bite out of the burger, it ain't gonna kill him, and you can see that he's already in shape. But once again, they trying to say he's a hypocrite and this, bro.
Hypocrite, bro.
To me, he put his money where his mouth at. So they say everything about him, blah, blah, blah. And it's okay. Like I said, like we said last episode to the liberals, y'all need to sit back. Look, y'all had y'all run. Relax. Y'all had y'all run 4 years. 4 years.
Y'all had 4 years to cry and get stuff done. Which I don't know what got done. I really don't.
New
Besides,
wars.
More wars and more money to outside the United States borders, and let immigrants in. Yeah. So I really don't know what happened the past 4 years, but they're going to see some change. I think, all these celebrities are coming out. Oh, well, I'm going to leave the state.
Bye.
But yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
I'm gonna leave it. Oh, Trump got in, so I just can't do it anymore. All right.
Bye.
Like, y'all really are not the fabric of society. I don't know why y'all think y'all are so important.
Someone was telling me, not here at UL, but at another college, the girl walked in, 2 girls walked in behind her. They said, yeah, after Trump got elected, yeah, I'm gonna move to Canada, and like freaking out. Oh, okay. Okay, go in.
Please.
Go in. Who else is on here?
People forget that we lived in this country so long and had so many rights. People forget what we got. Last time I checked, when people try and cross the border in the Darien Gap and places like that, they die trying to come over here.
Yeah.
Drown in the river.
Yeah.
What you talking about? Because somebody got elected, you're losing rights. You're not losing no rights. You got a police officer or a military personnel knocking on your door telling you got to go to a concentration camp? No.
All right.
All right.
Oh, I'm losing my rights because he's going to do an abortion ban. A, no, he's not. I don't know where they get this from. No, they're not. And B, even if he did, Still got more rice here than you do anywhere else. You want to talk about your boy Holman?
Oh yeah, Holman.
Oh, I can talk about Holman. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
I mean, we I think we did a clip on them, or we did a short on them, and I just like Holman. Like, we've been having a whole lot of nonsense going down at the southern border. People trying to play this, or
Holman, just to clarify, Holman's in charge of the
border. They call him the border czar.
Yeah, border czar.
I think that's a play on Kamala, but I don't know for sure because they called her the border czar. But anyway, yeah, we having all this touchy-feely stuff at the border, like people deserve a chance, and okay, yes, they do, but in a legal and lawful way. Now, if y'all really want to go at the border, then how about we go at the process of getting into the country, making that more streamlined, and not even streamlined, but making it more fair, making it faster, or not even faster, but better, and then stop complaining about that. But Hoban said, and quote, some lady on the, I don't know what interview that was, but she was like, how do you keep families together if they're being deported? He said, that's easy.
She said, is it possible?
Oh, is it possible? And he was like, yeah, that's easy. Deport the whole family. She wasn't expecting that. She was on national television, so she couldn't drop her jaw or nothing, but she wasn't expecting that. And it's just...
Like about you shouldn't have come here and planted your anchor here. Guess what? To get rid of a anchored boat, get rid of the anchor and the boat. Oh. Bye.
Look, there's a time to show mercy, and there's a time to be firm. There's been a lot of mercy shown to these illegal aliens. You know, we got the Laken Riley case.
We got we got the whole catch and release thing. Yeah. Oh, you know, we got illegal immigrants. They got like 12 rape charges, 12 sexual assault charges. Oh, there you go. You at the same day.
And we, like I said, we showing a lot of mercy. These immigrants are getting in hotels for free, taking jobs,
building hotels for whole hotels just for immigrants.
Getting EBT cards with thousands of dollars on them. It's time for that to stop. It's time for that to stop. There's no reason that should be happening when we got veterans on the street.
Yep.
Got people who serve the country and they ain't got nothing back. And they're homeless. So, I mean, to me, American people should be first. I don't know where we lost that.
I don't know.
I don't know where we lost it. I don't understand why that's a thing, but with this cabinet that I'm seeing, I'm expecting big things out the gate.
Oh, yeah.
Out the gate.
Drain the swamp.
Need to hit the ground running.
Drain the swamp.
Like Fauci, day one. Get him out of there. He need to go to prison. ASAP. He single-handedly got millions on his hands.
But,
y'all got to get y'all shot. You know, it's safe and effective. I tell that to Bears.
Oh man, we need to another COVID episode. Bovid.
Yeah,
Bovid 18.
Bovid, that was a misspoken term.
Yeah. Bovid 18. We need to do next episode has to be health. Next episode we're going to cover microplastics, fluoride, 5G, vaccines.
I mean, and
food.
Yeah, the American people used to be healthy. Like, I think it was when Kennedy was in, they had, because you know we used to do the presidential fitness test.
No.
You remember that? We used to do that presidential fitness test in high school. We had to do push-ups, sit-ups. You had to run the mile.
Oh yeah.
That was JFK who did that, right? And back then, look, you can even see on the videos of that, all the males in there, they not fat. And even if you go back at that time, if you take a picture on the beach in like the 60s or the 70s, people weren't fat.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that has to do with people's lifestyle, like if they're sedentary or not. But that also has to do with the food.
Oh yeah.
The food, you have people who go on juice fast and everything and lose 20, 30 pounds, right? But the problem with that is the food deception, as I would call it, is so deep that people don't even know, like, even the stuff that's supposed to be organic isn't organic anymore.
Exactly.
Because that ties back to our previous episode. Remember we were talking about weather?
Yes.
How they're spraying these heavy metals in the air. So where do you think the heavy metals go when they fall? Into the soil, onto the food.
And look. Even if organic was organic, or cage free or whatever, I want to say 70% of Americans cannot afford to eat that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They put all of America into a bind.
Right.
So.
Yes, it is hard to eat clean. If you want to go get a steak, that's a lot more expensive than
Mm-hmm.
going to McDonald's or whatever. And so now you're not even seeing the adults get fat, because adult getting fat, okay, that's a choice of your own. That's your choice. But kids getting fat because the parents cannot have access to these healthy resources and alternatives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And kids shouldn't be fat. Kids shouldn't be worried about having a heart attack or whatever. Combined with the COVID shots in this, these bad diets or the lack of good choices.
Yeah.
It's just double trouble. Double trouble. So lots of things need to be accomplished by this cabinet. And I'm not saying it's not all on them to do it, but they got to put stuff in motion.
Oh yeah. They have a task to do.
Indeed.
They have a mighty task to do, and I think they can do it. Yeah. This is the Avengers of Trump.
Mm-hmm. All they got to do is, well, first, I think it's going to be a battle, especially with these World War III rumors.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, okay, let me make this point. Because everybody talks about, when January 6th, Trump didn't make a peaceful transition of power. Ooh, he's an election denier. All right, so Trump wins in like one of the biggest wins of political history.
Mm-hmm.
Not even 2 weeks, whatever. However long it's been since Trump got elected, Biden then approves ICBMs in Russia.
That man switch.
If that, like you said, dead man switch. If that isn't an obstruction to the peaceful transfer of power, then I don't know what is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because they trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're in a football game and the quarterback give you a handoff. He handing him off World War III.
I believe it was one of our hot seat guests when Trump lost to Joe. I believe she said, "Yeah, what kind of peaceful handover of power is that?" Is him having his conversation at Salesi's Park. Mm-hmm. She's like, yeah, he's supposed to have a peaceful transfer of power, blah blah blah. Oh, and Joe is. Exactly. Joe is by allowing ICBMs. That's not very peaceful.
This is the opposite of peace.
An intercontinental missile. That's not very. That's a strange way of saying peaceful.
It's the opposite of peace, and everybody wants to pop off at the mouth about Trump's this and that. Look, he won fair and square. Give up, roll over. Look, it's good. It's good. Like it's one thing to lose. It's another thing to be graceful in loss. Be graceful in loss, accept what's happened. But I just think that's so odd that they want to harp on a peaceful transition of power. We need a threat to our democracy. I think a threat to our democracy is a nuclear missile coming over here from Russia.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I really don't like. That's really. I've been thinking about that for like a day. That's really mind-boggling to me. And nuts. Putin is still playing it cordial. He has not put a nuclear warhead anywhere. But like I was telling you before we got on here, he shot it at some city in Ukraine. I don't know off the top of my head. But once again, he didn't blow up nothing major. It was a military facility that makes missiles. Mm-hmm. Look, he could have easily bombed a city. Boom. Yeah. Took out an apartment. Took out a block.
He could have bombed all the cities in Ukraine.
Right.
He could have ended the war.
Boom. Straight like that.
Done.
Like we mentioned before, doesn't Russia have the most missile capability?
Over 5,000.
Exactly.
ICBMs. Look. Actually, that's 5,000 nuclear warhead ICBMs.
Right.
So they probably have triple just normal ICBMs.
Mm-hmm. And these people keep saying Trump. So what didn't they call Trump a warmonger at some point?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And this is the dude who said, "I want people to stop dying. I want peace." All right. Look, whether it's Biden or whether it's the deep state, this is the same people who spout, "We want a peaceful transition of power," but I'm not seeing that at all. Mm-hmm. At all. So when Trump gets in, he got to worry about that. He got to worry about these people coming after him or not trying to certify the election and this, and that. But once he gets in there, I'm expecting him to uphold the drain in the swamp.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're single-handedly not only messing up the reputation of the American people, but just completely deteriorating the country for what it was intended to be. It's intended to be a place, the land of the free, home of the brave. Mm-hmm. But no, we don't have that. We don't have that. We have these weird, since they like to use that word too, weird people like Waltz. where people like Biden who bite baby feet on television. People like that who want to be all high and mighty. It's like, how do I put this? It's like the weird kid at school who like never had friends, but they get in a position of authority and start to act like they're better than everybody.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what these people are times 1,000%. So I mean,
you should own nothing and be happy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Schwab is a great example of that, even though he's not like directly tied to the United States.
Yeah.
Soros,
all
these people, like you can tell their life's worth, their life's goal is to exercise the most control over people they can, and that makes them feel alive. But true strength is not exercising your will over another person. Or actually, let me preface this. Power is the ability to influence. So if power is a subset of strength, then it's strength to be able to influence somebody and not to bully them into doing something. If you bully somebody into doing something, they don't really want to do it, and it's not real. But if you influence somebody or if you talk to them and y'all come to a conclusion, that is true power. And those are people who are actually liked. These people who are in power right now, they just bullied their way there.
Yep.
Or appointed by their grandfather or whoever. And nobody really liked them. Like the people in Hawaii. You know, Zuckerberg got a bunker down there, so I don't know if he think when the nuclear war happened, people not going to come knock on his door. But all right. So Zuckerberg got a bunker down there, and the people of Hawaii always say, if you look it up, they always say, yeah, if World War III happens, we gonna kill Zuckerberg.
Oh.
All right, bro. I told you don't make enemies with the people. People would make the world go around, but they got this Luciferian, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Complex. Like they just want to steal, kill, and destroy. That's what we're saying.
I think Trump's cabinet will.
We gotta stop.
I think these are. Well, they got some good shoulders on their head.
They want to steal, kill, and destroy. Steal the American people's future, kill their dreams, destroy the planet. That's what I'm saying. It's a shame. Look, they can't have rain for long. But like I said,
ends with this cabinet.
Has to. And you know, they're doing all this because they know their time is short. So they gotta pull on 6 and try and leave them in the way.
Yep.
Okay, let me not. That's a figure.
You want me bleep that out?
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's a figure of speech. National Security Agency, FBI, CIA. That's just a figure of speech. I have no intention of doing anything like that. But yeah, I think the cabinet looks very good. Very good. Hopefully, you know, some of these other people, Transportation Secretary, man, only so much he could do. Yeah, Ratcliffe, CIA director, they need to just, you know what I'm saying, they need to overhaul that whole thing.
Yeah.
You need to check the people who's there, check the people who are making these bad decisions, and really, I'll just revamp the whole thing. Like, it's got to be a personality test. It's got to be an acumen test.
It's corruption, dog.
Right, because these people who are corrupt, they have to have a certain psychological makeup that makes up who they are. So once I would be looking to identify that, and anybody with that makeup would never be there again. So
that's all I got to say.
That's all I got to say. Next episode, health, deep dive.
Health, deep dive into health, American health.
All
right.
It's been deteriorating.
Uh-huh.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Adios.